Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to episode 2 of FTB Skies 2. Today we're going to get into some resource generation, the way I wanted to set it up, and just a little setup. We'll definitely get into a proper automation setup a bit later on. But in order to do that, we need to get some andesite alloy, and normally you need a little bit other ingredients, but in this pack, it's nice and easy. All you need is a bit of andesite and a bucket and our drippers over here. Don't mind the weather, it's raining. As you can see, the rain shield's active. So it's not nighttime, it's just storming. And if you put the andesite underneath, then as you can see, it turns into an andesite amalgam. Then you pick it up and you get andesite alloy. So we'll do that a few times, get a nice little chunk of it. I'm not sure how much water's in these things, but I do want them empty pretty quick because there's something else I want to start generating very soon, so we can start building a few bits and pieces around the base and use more blocks than just the standard stuff. So hopefully this stuff will serve its purpose, and I'll get quite a few and then I'll bring you back when we've got enough. Oh, and if you're wondering where the andesite comes from, it's in your strainers. You get the andesite pebbles. While we wait for the andesite, we may as well go ahead and do the other bit. I made a couple more drippers, and what we need in these bad boys is some lava. We've got some brewing along here nicely, so we'll get some more cranking. And then we just need some more grains of infinity with our dirt to get us a few void stones. No? Yes, but just not like that. You got to throw them in the water together, you twit funder. And once we get these combined, we can then put them under the lava. That's not how you do it. Cobblestone, you twit. Let's get 10 to start with. And then you chuck these bad boys underneath here. Look at that. Drips on and we get Giphy stone from Zycraft. Why is there water coming out of that one? That was a little strange. And let's get our bucket full of lava again. There we go. So, not sure how random this one is, whether it's a set amount and the other one was just lucky enough to turn quick. Alrighty, that should be enough alloy for now. So we do need to get a couple of rods. We might even make another bundle of them. There we go. And what we want to do is we want to get ourselves a water wheel. And let's just try a wheel. There we go. One of them. We need more planks. Got plenty of wood up here, so let's just grab half a stack of oak and plank it up, and then we can make a couple of water wheels, and we can go big water wheels. Booyah. So we'll do that, and then we'll grab a couple of where's our aluminium shafts gone? There we go. So that, and I believe it's 2. And we get a couple of large cogwheels. And we'll do that and get a couple of small cogwheels. Bam and bam. Now we need our sifter. There we go. And this shouldn't be too bad, except we need some andesite casings, which is just a few logs. So we'll grab quarter of a stack. I'm not going to use all of this, but we'll do that. Then you got to strip it all down. Wow, chicken, wow, wow. And apply your andesite alloy and pick it up. Ta-da! Now we can make our sifters. So we'll grab a... Why not stack? There we go. Grab 3 for now. Actually, we'll grab 4. Why not? And we'll find somewhere to set them up once we get the water wheels in place. So there's a couple of different ways you can set the water wheels up. You can set them up vertically like that and run water down them, and then run a cog down and out and convert it. And then you can stack water wheels up. You can stack water wheels up so you get double the torque. Or if you're feeling a little bit different, you can have them in the ground, put a bucket of water there and let it run around. And then the cogs just come out the top. So I think we are going to go vertically and get ourselves a gearbox. Where am I going to set it up? That's the question. Let me just grab a heap of cobble. I'll set up a little stand and I'll bring you back. All right, there's our little casing. It's not too different. It's just a couple of little wall around there with a beam across the middle to place the water buckets on. And then if you chuck a bucket there and a bucket there, it'll just push the water down and around and flow down. And then hopefully it's giving us enough torque to run the machines we need. And this will get bigger and better. If we devote ourselves, like in the quest book, in the getting started section, if we devoted ourselves to this path, we could get a windmill, which gives us a lot of torque. And then we can upgrade ourselves from there. But haven't fully committed to which path yet, because you do get the growth crystals, so that really speeds up production. But the geomancy side is a little bit more complicated. And then, of course, you've got the mystical agriculture side, which I did chuck a fishing rod in the water and pulled out a few essences. So it looks like it's a pretty random selection. So I wonder if there's like a marine fisher or something. Fish barrel. There's an automatic fisher in here somewhere, then that might be okay, but I don't think there is. It possibly is. Marine. Pretty cool. No, it doesn't look like it. That's all right. Once you get a few of the basics, you can start moving things along. So we don't need a cog attached straight away. So we can bring a shaft out, and as you can see, that's turning. So we need to get ourselves a gearbox, which is nice and easy. But I do believe that's not how you spell gear. That's not how you spell gear. Just needs 4 of these little guys. And we can grab ourselves that. Ta-da! And I think we do need another one. So we might need some more andesite alloy shortly, but there's some more rods. So let's grab another one of them. There we go. Just in case. Now, this one, I do believe it's going to need to be vertical, which is just that. And then you bam. And it should be on the bottom there, which we should be able to put a large cogwheel on. There we go. Now, if we be weird and chuck a small and then a large again, should be spinning at a little bit quicker rate. It should be. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? It's small to big. I think it's small to big to start with. Let's have a look. And another small. Either or. We have our sifters and we can put them in a line. There we go. So they are getting basically power. Now I do believe they need a mesh. Let's see what the quest book says which one we need. Mechanical cloth mesh. There we go. So by connecting sifters to rotational power with cogs, they can process loose materials such as gravel, sand, and dust to pick out useful resources. Sifters can accept items inserted by hand or through a more automated means and can be likewise extracted. So it is, memory serves, we can put a hopper under each. So we can put 2 hoppers into a double chest, 2 hoppers into a double chest. We can extract the items out that way. So let's have a look at using or getting some hoppers. Actually, we had plenty. I was just in the wrong spot. Okay, so then no, you're not what I want. Why did it throw it back in here? Oh, that's a pain in the armpit. Yeah. Of course, you can do this with pipes as well if you want to, but why go all out when 2 hoppers will do? And we can just, we may as well do it the easy way. I've got too many. There we go. And we can just feed the hoppers from chests or whatever we like. So let's chuck each individual chest up there. And hold shift so they're all individual and not joined. Booyah. And let's go and make ourselves these mechanical meshes that we need. You can come off there. Mechanical mesh. Let's start with that, and it's literally just a cloth mesh. Okay. We need 4, and then we just turn it into that. We are, and then thank you. We'll definitely be using that. And how do we go again to the iron? We just need 4 of those, so we can do at least 1 recipe. Can we stack? No, we can't. So there's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Awesome. So now we can go and chuck these bad boys in. Bam and wabam and wabam, wabam. Now if we feed it some delicious goodies like gravel and sand and dust, we get resources coming out. The dust is going in, getting sifted, and it should make its way out of there. It's not rotating with enough speed, apparently. Okay, I will play around with the gears and see if I can get enough speed into this thing, and then I'll bring you back. Alrighty, there we go. Just had to bring them down and then bring them up. So you go small to big, that doubles the speed, and then you go up to big and then there again. So it's a few times faster now. And as you can see, we are getting a lot of stuff pulled out of there and into here. So we've got some flint gathered there from the gravel, and out of the sand and dust we are getting copper, gunpowder, all the goodies. So basically, all we need to do is figure out a way to automate all 3 of those materials. And it just so happens we've got cobblestone generators and auto hammers. Auto hammers. See? Auto iron, gold, diamond, and netherite auto hammers. So all we need to do is basically the same as we always do. Connect up a cobblestone gen to an auto hammer, to a chest, straight in for gravel, then auto hammer to auto hammer, sand. Oh, actually, with this one, it'll be auto hammer, auto hammer, auto hammer, because it goes cobble, gravel, dirt, sand, and then the last one has 4 auto hammers to convert to dust. Hook them all in, and then you can just hook this up to a draw wall or something, or an automator, and craft them all into the smeltable bits. and then smelt them all through. Just filter the items where they need to go first. So not too bad of a job, but there we go. We've got some resource generation happening now. Now, out of the iron, I do believe we should start to get a few more goodies. There we go. We've got some tin, some lead, some coal now, and some more iron as well coming through. And what do we get out of the sifter anyway? Let's have a look. So that's netherite can work as well. We've got salt. Dirt can give us all the saplings. I don't know if mineral saplings can come out of the sifter, out of the water there, so we might have to throw some dirt through just to get a mineral sapling. More dirt. Yeah, we get some rice as well, so that's good. Let me just find the gravel and see what goodies we get out of the iron one. So there we go. There's gravel and iron, and we get tin, lead, coal, and da-da. Okay. So I wonder what we need. So a diamond mesh will get us diamonds. How do we get diamonds in the first place? Gravel through diamond, gravel through blazing, which is after diamond. Well, that's not very handy, is it? There's got to be another way to get diamonds, and we will figure it out. But in the meantime, we've got some quests to accept. Let me just empty this inventory. Go on, get in there. Go on, get. We'll just take the hoe back, and you can all go in. Why have you... Really? Fine. You can go here with the essences for now. So that's the essences we got from fishing. So that was only a couple of casts and a couple of catches, so that's not too bad. And we also, just remembered, we do have our little dried Ghast, so we probably should build a little shelter for him. And stick some water in there and see if we can get him alive, hydrated, awake, whatever. You know what I mean? Get him back from the brink of... Ugh. Don't know how much room you'll need, but if we get a good chunk... 4x4, maybe? Ghasts are a 3x3 creature, so I don't want him trapped in the... in the sort of... walls and suffocate. I don't have to spend coins to get him back. That should be enough room. If we put him in there and put a bucket of water in there with him, that should be good enough, shouldn't it? Can we go up? We can shoot. All right, I'll finish building this wall and then we'll chuck him in. Hey, I don't know what it's going to take to keep him trapped or how far to keep him in, so we'll leave a 1x1 gap. He should be friendly when he pops out, but we'll place the little fella right there, and then we'll throw a bucket of water over him. And hope for the best. There we go. That should keep him waterlogged, and should be able to come out of there in 20 minutes or so. Alrighty, now that we got that out of the way, let's get our quest rewards. So in the Getting Started tab, we do have our Path of Prospecting for some more coins, and we've got our Sifter. So we do get a few parts, so more cogwheels, a hand crank if we needed it, an andesite funnel so we can automate it even better, and then a mechanical belt so we can move the power more and like wirelessly with axles and belts and things. So, okay. Directly generate smelted ingots instead of metal in exchange for destroying some metal. Yeah, the system must be running the nether. Fair enough. So if we do use blaze meshes, we've got to go through to the nether. That's no worries. In the fishing part, we just got the fishing rod, so we get a coin. I didn't fish up all the essences, so I didn't get any inferium, so I couldn't complete that quest. And what else do we have? There was generating resources up here. We got the bonsai trees, so we get the glazed cyan terracotta. All of our terracotta pots over there, the bonsai pots, can basically take on the appearance of others. So like the, they call the blocks that, like frame blocks when you want to make blocks that look like other blocks. Anyway, you know what I mean. In the Wild Hunt, we've got play for 1 hour. So we get a loot crate of choice. And we get old tech, magical goods, storage, or tool. I'm going to go magical goods in the hope that we get maybe a sapling for Ars Nouveau, because I think we've got to go exploring to get something like that at the moment. So magical goods, nice. And then we get a bit more of experience, so that's good. And then in create, we got the andesite alloy. So we get the rod there, the wrench, sorry. And we just get a free thing, so that's cool. Oh, look at all those. That definitely is helping. And then the water wheel. Yeah, and then a hand crank, which we got as a reward. And then a large water wheel, which we get another one. So we can increase the torque on that if we need. And we also got the andesite casing. So more money, more casing. And we got the gearbox. So there we go on that as well. We got the belt as a reward. So here we go for more belts. Awesome. And then the chute, by the look of it. Oh, what do we need? Gearbox, depot. Depot's tempting. Gearbox is 4 of these, so that's not too bad. Get the depot. There we go. So if we make a chute, and we've already got the andesite funnel, I believe. So if we make a chute, that's not too bad. We just need the iron plate. So we do need to get the press up and running. But anyway, lots of new gadgets just dropped. So that's awesome. So that can go in. Those belts can go in. The funnel, the hand crank, that. We can take all of those. What did we get in the box of magical goodies? We get... Okay. Sure. An end shelf. That's going to be really good for enchanting. I'm going to rip these out and get some proper stairs in a minute. So that can go up with the setup. Why not? Here we go. Alrighty, we've got a few more to claim. So what else did we get? We got the depot now. So and we got 1 to 3 more depots. Perfect. That looks nothing else we've got in there. That should be all of what we need. So perfect. So what I'll do is I'll start off the Ars Nouveau chapter, and all we need to do that is a book, which luckily there was some willing participants right here to give us a book. Mirror weave. Must have come out of the box. Oh no, they're all books, aren't they? They're not actually. Oh man. But was any up here? Or are they all mirror weave as well? Gonna be disappointed. Oh man. But we don't have a book. I might need to go fishing for a bit more leather. And then try and make a book somehow. But they definitely are not what we wanted. They are definitely not books. So that's a disappointment. Okay. So the quest book is telling us that it's time to explore, which I wanted to do with Ars Nouveau first for some range damage. So I guess we look in here. It tells us that it's time to explore. Basic resources up and running. It's time to see what other bits of land have formed out in the void. And Skies 2, your little island isn't the only place to settle, nor are you the first being to come here. With a few tools to travel the void and a map to track your location, go out and explore. So, basically, what we need is means of flight. And we do have our little friends soaking in a tub over... Our little friends here. Hello. Hello, little friend. How you doing? I believe to get him happy and grown up, we need some snowballs. And we did get a snowball seed, I believe. Snowball seeds, there we go. And do we have another hoe? Besides that one I had in high school? What? There we go. Perfect. Let's go and grow you some snowballs, buddy. Let's put them just here because we've got a worm hiding out there. Not sure what that is, but see what we use it on. Okay, interesting. Hopefully we do actually get... We do get snowballs. Perfect. And it looks like it's going to suck up a lot of... Hello. Oh, that's... No. Why were you too far away to eat it? That's just mean. Now I've got to grow more, and hopefully that you're not going to try and bite my face off. And sticks, there we go. Let's make a couple of these bad boys because it seems to be disappearing rather fast. There's no point making gold ones, they'll go even quicker. There we go. Let's go put these bad boys to use and getting lots of snowballs. Here you go, have some snowballs. Yay! There we go. Now we just need you to grow up. So please do that. Please. And then once you're all grown up, we can go on an adventure. Because we got that saddle as a quest reward. So can't wait to go and fly around on a Ghast. That should be a pretty fun. Well, I'm going to go and do a couple bits of fishing to see whether we can get some more leather, or some essence for leather, and some other essences, and we'll see what happens. And then we might be able to get some sugarcane and get a book and get the Ars Nouveau book after all. So I'll bring you back when I've got some leather. Pretty sure that was it. First cast. That should be enough. Might even be enough to do our backpack as well. Well, those fishing shows. It was the first cast, I swear. But we can just do that, and we get 6 leather. And that should be enough to make a book. We just need some sugar cane. Now, is it gotten by a mesh through this? Or was it only sugar cane? Look at that, bone meal, and iron, and gold, and salt, and niter, and gunpowder, and tin, and nickel, and still no aluminum. Aluminium, as it's properly called. Oh, we got the mineral. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Let me just have a look for sugarcane. Sifting dirt through a cloth gets us sugarcane. Okay, so we better take that out of there before all of the dirt disappears. And go and make another cloth one to replace it. Cloth. Boom, there we go. If we put the cloth one on, we can then sift the rest of that dirt. And we should be good to go to get a sugarcane, hopefully. Come on, sugarcane. Come on, sugarcane. Come on. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Ooh, we got a few things, but nothing what we wanted. We may as well take that and plant it, because you never know how much bamboo you'll need. Sugarcane. I wonder if this can be twerked as well, because that would be so lovely. Could be. And it can. And please work. There we go. But we're going to need another hoe. String, chest, 4 leather. We've got enough for that. Then we should have enough for the iron. Do we have enough for the gold? We do. And if we put that on, look at the size of that thing. What she said. I want you in my backpack. There we go. And does B? Look at that. We got a backpack. We're getting another hoe. We keep going through our hoes very quickly here. And yeah, not going to comment on that. All right, let's grow. And that's technically enough, but we don't want to get rid of all of our sugar cane, so let's grow another piece there. Alright, that's enough for a book, I believe. Certainly is. Ta-da! Now we just need some iron tools. Please be enough. It's not enough iron. It is not enough iron. We are 2 iron short. Luckily, we've got some growing nearby. Might need some coal. Ta-da! So that in, that in, that in, that out, that in, and a book. And the book. Do we need a hoe? Probably going to make us do the hoe, isn't it? Where's my spell book? Where's my spell book? Give me my spell book. It's the shovel, a pickaxe. I made 2 axes. No, you're a twit. We got more iron. There we go. Booyah. Now we are cooking. Now we can make our first spell. So we want a projectile and we want to break. And we can call that achy breaky. Achy breaky. That'll do. And this fella needs to die. Big time. He's a little tougher than our other opponents. Lucky we've got an axe. Die, please. Die, please. No, you, not me. Pain in the Ars Nouveau. Why'd you pack a punch? Wow. That was just rude. Definitely need to get to sleep now. And now we've got achy breaky. Boom. There we go. Breaks blocks from a distance. That doesn't really help much, but hey, we've got it. And in order to make more glyphs, we do need our Ars Nouveau spell desk or spell thingy, wherever it's hiding. It is the thing in the list somewhere. Where are you? There it is. Oh, that's an alteration table. That's not what we want. We do want that, though. That would be nice. Where are you? I know you're hiding here somewhere. Easy way to find it. Find out how you do that. Find the scribes table. And that's what we need. So we do need the archwood. And to get to archwood, we need to get an archwood sapling, which not the easiest. We can get this stuff and turn a flower into something, but to get the mutandis, we need to get into Witch's Cauldron from Enchanted, and we need an egg, and we need a Horned One's Exhale, and a Mandrake Root. So that one doesn't look terrible. It's just an oak sapling. Turn it into wood ash, and you get that there as well. So clay jar, and that should be the way to go from there in the oven. But I don't know how to get an egg without traveling, and I don't know how to get the Mandrake Root while we're stuck on this island. So the egg, we could probably just build a grass area out and have some passive spawn, which probably won't be a bad idea shortly. But the Mandrake Root is still going to be a mystery until we explore. So not really going to happen for that one, unfortunately. Now, how is our little friend in there doing? Yeah, not big yet. And if you're curious on how to turn these guys into a sophisticated storage chest, well, it's quite easy. You just craft it with one of them. Turns into sophisticated storage chest instead. If you want to know how to convert it, well, that's an easy one. All you need to do is grab the basic tier upgrade, which is just 4 sticks and a redstone torch. And apparently we keep running out of sticks. So I guess we'll just have to craft a whole truckload of them. There you go. Not going to run out now, are you? Then we just chuck that bad boy on there. All right, what other quests have we got? Oh, we got some of this stuff. So metal tool age. We've got our metal tools. Excellent. Food and farming. We've got that. So we get more grandma's treats. Oh, beef stew. Yummy. And making magic. We got the Ars Nouveau. What do we get? 1 skill point in magic. Lovely. And a silver coin. There we go. And we get some more redstone. Perfect. And we go to the power chapter, I guess. There we go. We get a silver coin for all our efforts. Actually, where's our silver coins? There they are. What do we have in the shop that could help us? Anything? Got a chance cube. An adventurer bundle. Warpstone. Oh, ender pearls. There's some cool stuff in there. Some good stuff, but nothing that's going to really help us fly away. So, if it was a jetpack, that'd be nice. Alright, what else did we get, though, in the getting started chapter, then? We got... oh, the backpack. So, more coins. We don't have the iron spells and stuff yet. And exploration trait, iron spells. Okay, it's amazing mod. There are tons of spells for you to play with. As you find a spellbook as loot, you can start by making a flimsy journal or iron-bound tome to hold a few spells. We'll even provide a few starter spell scrolls for you. Now, is one of these fly? No. No, it's not. Well, that's annoying. Cool, though, but annoying. Your first diamonds. In order to get diamonds, you'll need to either channel lightning into emeralds, a lightning rod, drip polymorphic fluid onto an emerald block, or, more sanely, find some already existing somewhere in the void. Once you have a few, you'll be able to generate more. There's also the chance to fish up some diamond essence as a treasure, and other more technical methods exist that could generate diamonds, such as coal compression or a lens of the miner. Interesting. Also got the quest from General Storage, and we get a basic to up, and then we get that, and we get another silver coin. So here upgrades, we can get, okay, we just basically make one and get it that way. Coolio. What else did we get in here? Nothing. Oh, backpack. More coins, upgraded backpack, some dye essence, that's lovely. And because we upgraded it, we get a storage box. Oh, look at all that. We get a magnet upgrade. Awesome, we can chuck that in the backpack. That can help us pull things in if we need to. So that's really handy. And I guess that triggered something in the upgrade slot. Oh no, Ars Nouveau, we've got our book. There we go. And we need creating your first spell. I did that, thank you. Already done. Can I tick that off? Thank you. Get that and another coin. And we need magical trees. Simply bought from a market. Ooh. We have a market in here. There's our red wool and... Really? There is our market. And just because Lash knows what he's doing every time, I'm going to place it over here like Lash in the safest possible spot. And there shall be no calamitous events. Uh-oh. Yeesh. Sorry, buddy. Thought this was the safest spot for you. Saplings. Oh, what do we need? An emerald! No! How do we get an emerald? Alright, first mission, emerald. Once we get emerald, we go from there. Cooking and brewing. Okay, what do we get in the cooking and brewing section? I don't think I've done anything like that. The market, obviously. Okay, we've got the market, we've got that. We need an emerald. Let's have a look for emeralds and how to get them. I think my best bet for an emerald is going to be to get essence. But that could be a... What is that? Grey paste and emerald dust. Sure, why not? Block drops, we know that. We can get the lens of the miner from actually additions. Maybe. Yeah, lens of the miner. Actually additions with an atomic reconstructor. We have a chance of getting emerald ore. What else do we get out of... How else can we get emeralds? So emerald shards, blasting, we can get emerald clusters, but I think we need a diamond mesh for that. Blazing mesh. Gold mesh. Gold mesh for gravel. Would be the way to go. Alrighty, let's get ourselves a gold mesh. Chuck it on where the gravel's supposed to be. It'd be right there. Take it off with a blank hand. With a blank hand, thank you. Chuck on the gold mesh. Now we just need a heap of gravel, which we can certainly get. Let's just get rid of all of this. And you, and you, and you, and you over there. Right, now we need some hammers. Do we have a hammer left? Yes, we've got a stone hammer. And we need a heap of this. Do we have compact for hammers? Will that work? It's in the backpack. It works. Let's just ruin the path, why don't we? Alrighty, there we go. Heap of gravel coming in. Get this bad boy underway. Get ourselves some emeralds. Come on, emeralds. Just need one, so we just need the one. Well, there's no reason we need that anymore. All right, now we can double our speed. We can chuck this one on here and pull out some of the gravel to go over. You'll do. And you and you. There we go. Now we are getting... Oh. Looks like it's only going to be a slim chance. But hey, a slim chance is better than no chance. Alright, as we're progressing through the pack, I think it's a good time to call it here. If you've liked this one, hit that like button down the bottom there. And if you've really liked it, hit that subscribe button so you can see more content from me in the future. But here's from me in my backpack. Toodles.